We have a list, we know how to manage our contacts, and now we are going to learn how segmentation works in E-goi. For that, we're going to open a list, so mouse over the menu lists and click contacts of the list where you want to do your segmentation. And here we have our list. The first thing that you should know about the segmentation in E-goi is that it works as a search tool. You are going to search for some contacts that have some conditions that you'll define here. For example, I want to know how many of my contacts speak English or Spanish. So I'm going to say that my information match with the field language, which is equal to English, and I'm going to add another condition, which is as well language equal to Spanish in this case. I am going to apply, and then we'll see what I have in my list. As you can see, the result is 0. Why? Because I'm sure that I have people who speak English or Spanish. You don't have any result for these conditions because we have here the AND option. And actually they don't speak both of them. They speak English or Spanish. I'm going to apply again. And this is my result. I have the information of the language here, so I can see immediately that I have people who speak Spanish or English. I'm happy with this segment, so I'm going to save as course English Spanish. I'm going to save. Now I'm going to work from this segment here. I'm going to use this one as a base to work over. And I want to create a new segment with people that speak English or Spanish and people who were born in 1980. So I need to expand this area here to see all my conditions. And in this case, I just have to add another group. Why? Because if I add another condition and switch to AND, all the last ones will switch as well. So I'm going to keep the OR option, delete this one, and add another group to say that I want which people speak those languages, and I'm going to search for the birth date, and I can define that it's between January of 1980 and December of 1980, but I can simplify and say that it contains 1980. I'm going to apply and collapse this area to see the results for my search. Now I want to save this new segment, and I'm going to click Save As. Course English and Spanish 1980. There's another possibility to create segments in case that you do it in an advanced way. Imagine that I'm creating a segment, I'm adding conditions, and I know that I have a segment with a lot of conditions that I want to have in this new segment. For that, I'm going to select the field segment, okay, which is equal to the segment that I'm going to select here. Okay, I have this condition, so I'm going to take all those conditions to this new segment, and I can keep working, adding some other conditions, save it as a new one, and you have just saved a lot of time with this feature. Okay, I have some segments and I can edit them. For that, I'm going to click on the segment, add more conditions or edit some of them, and save. The other option could be go to the options of that list, look for segments, and click the pencil editing of the segment to finish with save after applying all the changes. What else? We can find as well automatic segments in E-goi, and we can use it. We can just click on them and see what kind of conditions we will find there. Apart from creating segments, we can as well apply tags to our contacts. That's an easy way to organize our contacts in specific categories. So how can we do that in E-goi? We will have the tags here, and we can manage our tags in this page. I'm going to create a new one, finished course, for example. This one will be my color, purple, and save. Here I have my tag. And imagine that I want to apply a tag to those people who finish my course, and then I want to send to them a special message. I have some different ways to apply the tags to my contacts. I can do it just right here in the list. I can do it by a sign up form. I can apply a tag when I add a single contact or when I make a list import. And I can apply tags in my automation sequences. Let's have a look. How can I do this here in my list? I can do it just in a single contact, and for that I'm going to edit the contact. And here is my tag zone. And if I click here, I can add new ones. For example, finished course. And that's it. I have 2 tags here. And I have another option in the list. I can apply an action for this segment or for all the list, or apply an action to some of my contacts. Okay, so I'm going to click Actions. And I'm going to add a new tag here. I want this one. And save changes. And here we have a column that we can add from this menu to see all the tags that we have applied to our contacts. What about the other options? You will see how to apply tags to your contacts using the other options in these specific models. And that's it. Now you can try it and you can explore it. You now have all the information that you need to create your segments and send the right campaign to the right people.